Okay, here we are, back again. I actually got the new rocker panel welded in. All the tack welds are back in. I used a whole bunch of clamps, tack weld, all the spot welds, the holes that I cut, I used that as spot welds. I actually filled in all this. I had to rescab all this steel, and I actually built it up with welds. It's nice and beefy now. I mean, it's not moving. I'm really shaking on it. You can see the camera shaking because I'm shaking so much. But nice and even. Went nice straight line all the way down. It fit nice to the front. I got this all in nice and tight, pretty much the way it was before. I don't know if you can see, but see all the welds. They're all filled in. A little bit of metal to metal. That really bothers you, but most of this gets seam sealed, so you're not going to see most of it. I still haven't done the bottom yet. I pre-drilled some holes. I'm going to take all my clamps because kind of getting late, so I don't want to be here all night. I got work tomorrow. That's nice and tight now. I took the twist out of it. There was a twist here. This was all raised up, so that's all nice and tight and clean. Tacks here. I don't remember all the holes that were here before. There was one here. I could take a little bit more of a tack. I'm actually going to build it up. There was another one over here that I filled in. It's nice and tight. This all gets seam sealed, so none of this is actually going to get exposed to weather or water or whatnot. Actually, this panel here, I still don't know the name of it. I got to figure it out. I don't know if it's picking it up. You can see some of the welds. It's a little snotty and stuff, but that's going to clean up. The tab fits nice here. The one below fits nice right in its little indentation where it belongs. So that's almost done. Once I get down below, it was all treated inside, so I don't have to worry about rot now. And it's nice and tight. And I don't recall before when I stripped this whole jam down. I never noticed it, but now I just did. I looked over and I was like, wow, there was actually some work done here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get close. But see this right here? There's a seam. So this was already replaced. See, it goes right across. So this whole lower section was replaced. And remember from the earlier scenes, this thing was totally rotted out. There was nothing there. So I don't know what they replaced it with. I mean, you take, like they say, there's the old saying, you can only, how can I put this mildly? You can only make, can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit. How's that? And there was a lot of chicken shit here, so, but it's all beefed up. Actually, this edge here, I just took my welder and I just kept laying in a bead, laying in a bead, laying in a bead, and I actually built this. Is all solid steel now, so I got a lot of structure here. So this is real tight. And then I just started laying in beads across. The thing is, I didn't really lay it in because you don't really want to take the welder and just lay it in there and lay it in there and lay it in there, because this whole area heats up and you'll get expansion and the metal will twist and distort. So I would lay a bead, leave it alone, come back to it, lay another bead, leave it alone, let it cool down, come back to it. Because when you do panels, especially quarter panels, if you were to take your welder and, hold on, let me get the trigger, I'll try to demonstrate. If you were to take your welder and just lay it in there and just go right across with it like this and lay a bead, what's going to happen is this metal, both sides, is going to expand and it's going to have nowhere to go, and it's just going to warp and distort the whole panel. And then when you go to block the car, it's going to have more ways than a beach. So what you do is, I'm still debating whether I'm going to do a lap joint here or if I'm going to do a butt weld. But what you do is you come in, you tack. It's good to have an air hose with you, because you'll tack and then hit it with a shot of air, cool the metal down so it doesn't get too hot. And you just go along and you tack here and there, here and there, here and there. Say you'll be on the front side of the panel, you'll get it, say, from here to here. You leave it alone. Then you'll go to the back side. But as you go, before you do that, you want to make sure that you get your panel down flat. So once you get your panel established and tacked in, then you can go in, you'll fill a section. When it gets too hot, then you go over to the back section. But make sure that the panel is all tacked. Not tack it here and then go to the end and tack it there and then not do anything in the middle. The panel all has to be tacked into place before you can do that. You actually stitch the steel in. You just don't take the stinger and you just don't lay it like this and just run your bead and run your bead and run your bead and run your bead, because you're just going to have problems. And like I said, I got pretty much a lot of the stuff cleaned up out of the garage. I actually dug out the front quarter. The door's under here still. That's going to go next. But I got the front quarter out. I started to block it, and I got quite a bit of lows and highs, and it's all, I mean, there was a lot of Bondo, and it was, you can see it was painted a couple of times, so I just take my time with it. And actually, this line I had to reestablish, because when I started blocking one way, the original line was kind of lower, so then I started to block up the other way, and I actually established the old factory line. They filled it up with mud. It was a lot of mud on this, so I got most of it off. It's not too bad, but for what the mud that was there, I don't think they had kind of went overboard with it. But we'll deal with that another episode. We're just we're getting progress. Everything's pretty much clean now. I got a little bit more, I got more room to work around with. And next time you see me, I'll probably stop fitting the door. Like I said, I got to repin the hinges and get that set. And once I get the door in, and then I can start with the rear quarter skin. And like I said, now that the rocker panel is in, I have that horizontal reference point. So now with that and the door being in, I'll have the vertical reference point, so I can set the rear quarter and work my way to the back of the car. I mean, the guy that I bought the car off, he had installed all these fender wells. He put a new trunk floor in, drop-off panels, and he did a brand new rear valance panel and a lower panel. So this is all new steel, all been redone. It's just, going to be a little bit of work, but I have nothing but time now. So hopefully when you see me next, I'll be putting the door in, and we'll take it from there. All right.